When it comes to translating recipes into vegan and gluten-free bakes, sometimes the simplest ones get overlooked. And I find that especially true during the holidays. So today we're gonna dive into what I think is a classic. So let's get baking. Today we're going to make the perfect gingerbread cookies. These cookies are soft, chewy, and crisp. They're also easy to decorate and make great gifts. So gingerbread cookies are very popular for most people, and especially in my family, we love decorating gingerbread men every year. So I really wanted to make sure I had a recipe that was vegan and gluten-free, but also tasted really good, had a good texture, not super dry, but also not too soft or something that's gonna fall apart. We wanna be able to decorate it. So this recipe is perfect for that. We're gonna get all of the flavors and the textures we want. We're gonna start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. So I'm gonna leave that in this bowl. That's what I have here. Next, we're going to add 1/3 cup of brown rice flour. Let's put that right in. Now, the brown rice flour is optional, I guess. You could just do another 1/3 cup of regular flour. It should still come out fine if you're just like, oh, I don't want all these ingredients. But I find that brown rice flour helps give it a nice crisp texture. It's got that nutty flavor that's gonna add. Next, our major spices here. We've got a tablespoon of ground ginger and a tablespoon of cinnamon. So I'm gonna put that right in. Okay, and for the remaining spices, I have 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves. I've got 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then we also are adding in 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Now, xanthan gum is optional if your flour, your gluten-free flour already has it in it. I'm still gonna add it in because I want to make sure this holds up together so it's good for the binding. And then you're also gonna want to add 1/2 teaspoon of psyllium husk. And then finally, our baking soda is 1 teaspoon. So we're gonna just add that to our dry mix. Give it a whisk, make sure it's all the way combined. I can already smell how good this is with all those spices. All right. One more thing I need to do before I move on to the wet ingredients is we're gonna create our flax egg. You've probably seen me do this before in some of my other videos. It's a real common egg replacer in vegan bakes and vegan dishes. So I've got here 1 tablespoon of ground flax. And then I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of water right to that. So roughly you can consider this 1 egg. Let's give it a little stir with this spoon here. And we're just gonna let that sit until it gets a little gel-like. Okay, so I'm gonna move this stuff aside and let's move on to the wet ingredients and the sugars. All right, so let's start with our butter. My favorite brand is Earth Balance. So I have 3/4 cup here of this stick and it's softened. You don't wanna use it fresh out of the fridge. Dump that in. Okay. And then I'm gonna whisk this just a little bit before I add the other ingredients. I wanna make sure it's soft enough. Just a quick whisk. Yeah, that's looking good. Get my sides. Come on, butter. All right. So next I have here a packed cup of brown sugar. It's 1/2 cup. Just dump that right in. Let's get that going. Go a little faster. Stop it, get the sides. Combination of butter and sugar just smells so good. Okay. Next, let's get our vanilla extract in. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. I'll just put that directly in. This is my 1/2 teaspoon measure, so I'm gonna do 4 here. Okay, let's blend that in. here comes the real magic. I'm gonna move this out of my way to make it easier, because the next thing we need to do is the molasses. The brand I'm using is the Wholesome brand. It's really thick. You're gonna see how thick it is, but it's really good. You can also use Grandma's brand. I think that's a really popular one, very accessible in most grocery stores. I did look it up. It is vegan and gluten-free. But let's go ahead and use this and just take a look at that. I compared it to the Grandma's brand, and this one's just like really thick. So let's just pour that right in here. Might take a minute to get it all out. Some people don't like the smell of molasses, but I love it. It's like a weird burnt smell. I guess that's what it is, like extremely burnt sugar. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's get the sides here. All right, and before we add our flax egg as our final wet ingredient, I'm gonna mix this in. That looks so pretty. And it's becoming that perfect, almost caramel looking color, and it's fluffing up. Let's take a look while I pull the sides down. That brownish caramelly color is just what we want. Let's see if we can get the rest of this stuff combined. I don't want to leave anything behind. Okay. So we're just gonna keep whisking this until it gets fluffy. And it's almost there. All right. So let's get our flax egg in there. And our flax egg is pretty much set up. Still a little runny, but that's okay. I think when it's about this texture, you're okay. Let's dump that in. Now, because there's water in here, it will look like it's breaking, but it's all right. Because once we add the flour in, it's gonna combine perfectly. Just get that on high. Make sure it's combined. I'll let you take a look at that, what I mean. Looks weird, looks like a weird, I don't even know how you describe that, but you can see like the butter's almost separating, but that's totally fine. Because now we're just gonna add a little flour at a time. You know what, I'm gonna be smart about it, and I'm just gonna use my cup here. I'm not the neatest person. Let's get a little more in. Okay, let's start off slow. You can keep it at this slow pace. And just while it's going, just add the rest a little bit at a time. Don't rush it. Because honestly, after this, you're done. We're gonna roll it out and make cookies before you know it. Okay, let's make sure we get those sides. Look at that. Look how it's sticking to the whisk. It's perfect. It's a nice dough. Oh, and it smells so good. Okay. Don't want to waste anything. The bell ended a little faster now. Make sure we get all those little bits that are sticking. So I don't know, maybe like 4 minutes it's whisking, because I'm gonna stop it soon. It's looking pretty good. It's coming up on the sides. Everything looks fully combined. Just give it another few seconds. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that looks great. Look at that, thick. Let's see if I can take this off. Look at that. And it looks really wet, but it's pretty pliable. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so our dough has been mixed. It's pretty much there. I mean, you could try to make the cookies out of this right now, but we're going to chill this. So what I want to do first is separate it into two because, I mean, that is a lot of batter. We're going to be able to make a lot of cookies out of this. But I want to get two portions so that it chills a little faster. I'm just going to eyeball it, split it about evenly. So let's call that one. And I'm just going to form it into kind of a disc on this parchment paper. Doesn't have to be completely flat, just something like that. And then let's wrap it up in our parchment. And that's one. Let's get the last bit here. I mean, if you've ever made sugar cookies or gingerbread cookies before, you can already tell how many cookies you can get out of this. I mean, I don't even know how many. Definitely a couple dozen, if not more. Get all the rest here. Same thing, let's squish it down a bit. And cover it up. Okay. So that is our gingerbread dough. All we need to do is chill this. I would chill it for about an hour and then we'll roll it out and cut our cookies. This is nice and chilled now, out of the fridge. It's been about an hour. So we're gonna have to get this rolled out now. Got my setup here. But first, let's get some flour real liberally onto our mat or your counter, whatever you're using. I'm using some brown rice flour here. Any kind should work. And don't be shy. You wanna make sure it doesn't stick. Okay, get your disc out. All right, and I'm actually gonna flip it over because I have some flour there. Before I start to roll it out, maybe put a little flour on the rolling pin. And get it just about a 1/4 inch thick. As even as possible. Okay. And it's still pretty easy to pick up from here. So I've got various cutters here. Use whatever you'd like. I mean, I even like the heart cutter because I think that's holidays, depending on how you decorate it. So let's cut out like little people. Let's do quite a few of those because I really like those. Look how easy. Look, it comes out so easy too. Oh, that one broke. Medic. Okay, let's do some hearts. Look at that. So nice. Maybe a Christmas tree. Let's do a couple of those. So cute. I've got some candy canes. I think that's a perfect thickness level. And I just love how easy it is to pick them up. Let's try our little person again. Their little legs are a little thin. Come on, mister. Yeah, adorable. All right. Do another heart. And I mean, look how much dough we still have, and that's just one of our 2 discs here. So I'll just cut out one more little candy cane here, and I think we'll start with this. I'm gonna get this on my tray. My tray is already prepared with some parchment paper. Let's get these on here. I mean, so easy to pick up. And you don't have to go too much far apart with the spacing because they're not gonna spread. They'll definitely pop up, but they won't spread, which is perfect because we want them to keep their shape. All right, so we're gonna start with these. I'm gonna bake these at 350 and they're gonna go in for about 13, maybe 14 minutes. You just wanna make sure you're checking them so they're not getting overbaked. Our gingerbread cookies are out of the oven. They are cooled and they look really good. They smell good. They're good, crisp sounding texture on the outside. Nice and firm. Our little men are holding up. So let's just decorate a few. I'm not a decorator, so have mercy on me, but let's get some going so we can see what the final product will look like. I'm gonna try this little device here that my sister-in-law Caitlin got me. It's like a icing pen. I've never seen one before. Let's test it out on my plate here. It's pretty cool. You put the bag in here and use this to press. My royal icing is still a little bit runny, so this is gonna be kind of messy. I'll leave the recipe for the royal icing in the description, but let's go. We'll start with this orange. Knowing it's runny, I'm gonna just be really careful to stay more in the center. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Again, not a decorator. But let's try some red here. Get some more festive colors in here. This is an abstract tree. We'll put some green in here too so it's not looking so Halloween-y. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cut my little bag. So I'm using these pastry bags that are disposable, and this one is not cut yet. So I'm literally just gonna cut the tippy tiniest piece because it's gonna run out so fast, so I don't need a big opening here. Let's get some green in here. Now we're screaming Christmas. The royal icing has set. They're as cute as I'm gonna get them. Let's take a look. How cute is this little guy? I mean, very simple. I didn't have to do too much decorating to get the point across that this is my little gingerbread person. So yeah, the royal icing is nice and hard. The cookie is crisp and firm, and I know it's gonna be soft inside, so I'm looking forward to taking a bite. And dare I do it? Do I bite off his head? That is the perfect gingerbread texture. It's crunchy, not too sweet, a little bit soft inside. So good. So there you have it. It is so easy. Use any of your favorite cookie cutters, decorate it however you'd like, and just have fun with it. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe if you're liking what you see. It helps me to make more videos just like this. And until next time, see ya.